Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly, and I've got a very special one for you today because we're going to cover New Year's resolutions, goal setting, and how resolutions shouldn't just be at the end of the year. It should be something you do year round. And before I get into it, please take a second. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget, we have a Patreon channel that you can join. You get more access to me, and the link is in the video description below.
Anya?
Yeah, I'm fine.
When it comes to resolutions, people at the end of the year tend to set goals. And the problem with this is that as they set these goals, they really don't follow through with it. And there's a lot of things that I do for friends, family, clients that really help them get things solved and get them to move forward year round. And if you follow these simple little tricks, it will help you get more things done in your own life and help you succeed in a lot of different ways, okay? People seem to set general resolutions. I'm gonna lose weight. I'm gonna get rich. I'm gonna get that new job. And the problem with it is that it's not defined. It's something that is a goal that's too wide of a goal. And what people need to do is they need to set very strict guidelines on how they do this. And if you do this, it's going to be something that's going to be very attainable, and it's going to make you be successful in everything that you do. I'm a connective marketer. I am a student of marketing. I am a student of finance. I am somebody that's constantly trying to learn everything I can. And if there's something that I'm interested in, I search out the knowledge that I can find on it from professionals, from things like YouTube, everybody that I know that can help me make it more successful. And you should try the same thing. When you set these goals, first things first, be realistic with your goals. Set something small. And what I mean by that is start with simple goals that you want to do. The problem with it is that so many people go through and they set these resolutions, for the end of the year. And by the middle of February, they've completely failed at them. And if you look at the gym industry, there's a tremendous amount of people between Christmas and New Year's that, this is it. This is the year. I'm going to go buy a gym membership. And they spend all this money, and by the middle of February, they're not even going to the gym anymore. So it's a problem that people have, that they set unrealistic goals for themselves from the beginning, and they set themselves up for failure. Now, set these goals up very simply. Set things up really with daily goals. Things you want to do on an individual day that you've got to get accomplished by the end of the day. You need to write these things down. I set daily, I set weekly goals, I set monthly goals, I set quarterly goals, and I set yearly goals. And the thing about this is this year ends, I can say I've done everything I wanted to do this year. On my list has completely been accomplished, which is absolutely amazing when you think about that. Now, as far as the weekly goals, let's start with that. I like to do this on the weekend. I like to sit down and write, what am I going to accomplish between now and the end of the week? I use a simple little binder. Got a new one right now for the holidays. I'll show it to you guys. Okay. And I use it for notes. I use it to write down what I'm going to do for that week. And the cool thing with this is it makes it very, very attainable and very, very easy to get these goals set up. Now, I do it on the weekends. Write everything down that I'm going to work on between, Monday and Friday, give myself Saturday off, and get my stuff done. And you'd be surprised when you write this stuff down. I get people that, Dan, it's so archaic to have a notebook. It is. It absolutely is. But it's very effective for me. There are people that like to set reminders in the computer, but I don't like to sit there and type on a computer. I've spent enough time with YouTube on the computer to where it's not productive for me. This is more productive. If I sit down, or I have a telephone call, or a client calls me, or a friend calls me, wants advice, I pull over, pull out the notebook and start writing things down from the meeting that I'm having. And it's very, very effective for me. And you've got to do what's going to be effective for you. But you're going to realize this as you do these goals, cross them off the list that they've been done. And it's going to be very, very satisfying. That's a success-oriented trait. Now, as far as the month, let's start with January. The month of January. What do you want to accomplish in the month of January? If you sit down and write it down, these are bigger goals than you have for just a weekly goal. And again, you're going to have constant weekly goals during this time, but write down the monthly goals that you want to accomplish during that month. And again, be realistic. I want $1 million. I want this. I want to lose 100 pounds. Okay, come on. Okay, you have to be realistic. It took you 20 years to gain all that weight, and it's going to take you a very long time to lose the weight. To get rich, yeah, you can buy meme stocks, and you can buy, one of the coins or something and have it go up 4,500% or something and get yourself rich. But the odds of that are slim and none. Okay, so you need to have a realistic financial plan as you do this. Now, the one thing I think that's the most important set of goals is the quarterly goals, because what you need to do is start out small. I want to lose weight. I want to make more money. I want a new job. This is something that can be easily be attained in a 3-month period. And that's what people need to sit there and look at. The quitter mentality and the people around you that give up. There's more people that give up than there are people that win in life. And when people sit there and say things like, hey, I want to write a book, or I want to make a TV show, or I want to do something really big, I want a new job, I want a new career. The problem with that is a lot of people will tell you, oh, you can't do that. What do you know about writing a book? What do you know about creating a TV show? What do you know about, working in finance? There's a lot of people out there that I'm telling you, the most successful people, the number one thing is people quit. That's what's the most successful. And they never get ahead in life. They never get ahead in relationships. They never get ahead in anything that they do. And if you look down and you start small, again, fitness, that's the number one thing that people try to do. I'm going to get my fat ass in shape. Okay, well, you've got to start out small. You've got to start out with an exercise plan. Personally, I recommend that people spend no money on this. I recommend that you go and you start walking. You go to the park at night. You go to different places that you feel safe and that you can walk at, and you can get yourself some exercise and get out in the world. That is the best place to do it. And again, it's going to be tough. It's going to be difficult to do, but if you do it over and over again, it will be easier. Now, knowledge. When you go out and you want to learn something new, look at all the different resources that are out there. Look at everything on YouTube. Look at all the books that you can get. Look at everything online that you can read about this. I know people, hey, I want to start my own charity. Okay, well, what do you know about that? There are so many tools out there to start a charity that it's impossible for you to spend any money on this until the charity's ready to be up and running. So, again, don't look at the quitter's mentality. The problem with this world is that it is filled with people that have never lived their dreams. And when people, when you ask people like what their biggest regrets are when they die right before their death, is that they worried too much and they didn't do what they wanted to do in life. And again, if that's traveling, if it is a relationship, if it is a career for you, if it is having a family, whatever it is, you can do that. This world is set up for you to do whatever you want to do in life. Okay? And it's also set up so that the world will tell you you can't do it because they don't do that. These people don't live their own lives. And I'm not just talking about money, too. Here's the other thing. There's a lot of rich people out there that are incredibly miserable. I've met people that have more money than I will ever have 100-fold, okay, in my lifetime. And they are miserable people. They can't date the people that they want. They don't have the relationship that they want. They don't have people in their lives that they trust. And they are miserable, sad sacks. Big deal that they've got the great car and the big house and stuff like that. It's pathetic. They didn't have the Christmas I had, I'll tell you that, okay? Goal setting is very simple, okay? This world is set up so that you can do absolutely anything that you want to do, okay? And again, you should never give up on your dreams, and this is the perfect time to do them right now, okay? It really is. When you look at people that set New Year's resolutions, think about this, 1 week into January, 79% of the people are successful with the resolutions. 79%. Okay? That is crazy, guys, that 21% of the people have already dropped out after 1 week. When you look at the end of January, you're talking February 1st, that drops down to 71%. So it's 29% of the people have dropped off. At the end of at the beginning of spring, it drops down even further towards 46% of the people have kept their resolutions. Well, why even do this if you're just going to sit there and give up and fail at it? And the point is that people set goals that are unrealistic. They set goals and they don't follow them down. First things first, you have to write down everything that you want to do. Now, if you don't like the notebook idea, okay, I get it, okay? It's not for everybody. But one thing you need to do is write down your goals for the week. If you are a man that shaves in front of the mirror, or you're somebody that goes to the refrigerator a lot, or you have a coffee maker in the morning, tape it to that. Tape your goals to that, and I guarantee you'll see it and it'll get done. Oh, God, I've got to call my accountant. I've got to do this. I've got to get that done this week. And it'll happen for you if you do that. But put it in some place you're going to see it. Same thing with the monthly goals and the quarterly goals. And again, if your goal is to lose weight, you have to reward yourself when you start to shed some pounds. Okay, I wanted to lose 20 pounds. I'm only 5 pounds down. I'm 15 pounds up. No, you're a success. You're going in the right direction. This world is set up right now to where everybody wants to hit it big quick. There is no pain and suffering anymore. People forget that, okay? Well, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. I want to be this. I want to be an engineer. Well, good. It takes years to do that, okay? I love people that reach out and say, I just want side income, Dan. I want to make extra $10,000 a month in side income. My life would be perfect. Okay, that's $333 a day. How are you going to go about doing that? And then they want something that's going to create something in a week to do that. No, it can take months, it can take years to get that set up as that side income. But again, if you go out and you apply yourself, there's things and ways to do this. It's very, very simple to do this. I think a lot about friends and colleagues that have gone up and down financially. I have a really good friend of mine that I've known for 30 years. And this guy's a brilliant marketer, a brilliant businessman. But during the health crisis, this guy hit on very hard times. Lost everything, had to move in with family, and it was awful. And the family treated him like crap while he was there. So here's an older guy living with his family. They're not being supportive. Why don't you go get a regular job? Why don't you go do this? Why don't you go do that? And a year ago, when I talked to him, it was, Dan, I just want to live. I want to get my own place again and get back to doing what I used to do. So he had roommates throughout the year, finally got rid of the roommates. And at Christmas time, we had lunch, spoke to him. It's the most successful year, Dan. I have my own place now and I'm back on track. And again, monetarily, guys, he's not the richest guy I know by any means, but he's rich in that he succeeded at what he wanted to create. And I had to remind him of this and what a successful year he had. And he was laughing at first, like, how can you say that? I don't have the money that I want. I don't have the car. I don't have the place. No, you live by yourself and you do what you want to do. And we have all these plans for 2022 that we're going to implement and put together. And again, incredibly successful year that this guy had. You have to have realistic goals. And again, this is a guy that's done that. Think of the relationships that you have in your life that are good and bad. The word divorce, okay? People always think of getting rid of a spouse and separating, everything that goes on with that. Well, what about divorcing that job that's no good? What about divorcing the friends that are just sucking on you and not being, helping you live a successful life? It's time to divorce those people as well. Destructive behavior, get rid of destructive behavior. Here's 2 things that have never been said ever in a job interview or after a job interview when they're looking at candidates. No one's ever said, I really want to hire Ken because he does so much cocaine. That guy's crazy. Let's bring him on the team. That, and also Cheryl. Wow, what a drinker. What a booze hound. Let's bring her on. Okay, those things have never been said. And again, destructive behavior. You can kid yourself right now and say, oh, it's not that bad. I'm not doing this. And again, I'm all for having a good time. But there's also a time and a place to shut things off and to get some work done, whether it's work on your health, your life, your business, your relationships, whatever. Are you the person that other people want to be with? Are you? Okay? You can kid yourself. Of course, everybody loves me. You can kid yourself all you want. Are you a good friend? Are you a good partner? Okay? Are you a good worker? Be kind, be thoughtful, be caring, but have a plan on what you're going to do with your life. Again, you're going to wake up a year from now and be in the exact same spot, if not worse, than you are right now if you don't change things. And again, I love sitting down with the clients, because what I'm an expert at is I, as a disinterested third party, the client hires me, I walk in their business, I try to squeeze more money out of that company so they can sell more and get more clients, get more business from what they're already spending money on, and making sure that they're productive with every single person that works there. But it's a team effort. People need to work together, and I believe everybody sells in a company. I believe that you sell on how you answer the phone, you sell on how you install something, you sell on how you deal with every single aspect of that company. And if you don't think that way, you're kidding yourself. But this world is changing, okay? People out, California day, soaking up some sun, enjoying the beach. The world is changing. Look at commercial real estate that is floundering. Look at retail that is floundering. Look at the Great Depression as a guide on how so much changed in business, and that how you can change and you can be different. What do you know well? Work on that. What can you sell? What do you know? What's your knowledge base? Maybe it's a hobby. I'm telling you, fly fishing, wedding planning, all these things that people are good at, cooking, whatever. There's things that you could sell online that people will sign up for and pay for, and you can make a tremendous amount of money, but you'll also share your knowledge at. What are you going to do for 2022? Okay? Dan's got a plan all the way through the year. So much. And also divorcing people, cutting friends out, people that are not good in my life, gone forever. And you know what they don't get? Me, forever. Remember that. What an arrogant thing to say. No, you know what? I have friends that would beg for 2 hours of my time to sit down for their business. Christmas, they love it. Oh, I'm going to go talk to Dan. I'm going to hang out. Are you that type of person that people want to hang out and be around? I am. Okay? Again, a lot of rich people are very miserable. Be rich in life. Be rich in what you want to do. Be rich and be debt-free. Don't owe anybody any money. That is rich. You can plan all this out. Again, things I tell my children, you can do absolutely anything in this world. Never give up on your dream. My daughter, she joined the Nanorama program in November, wrote a book in a month, and she's searching for publishers right now to have the book published. How cool is that? 1 month she wrote a book. Okay? So you can do anything in this world that you put your mind to. And again, you may be riddled with debt. Get rid of the debt. Get rid of what you don't need. No one cares what you drive. No one cares where you live. No one cares about the labels on your clothes. They just don't. And if you think they do, you're hanging out with the wrong people. It's that simple. When you think of good people in the world like Fran Glover, who runs Joseph Dreamhouse, here is a woman that is a professional chef and could make a tremendous amount of money cooking and running her business that way, running a restaurant. No, Fran chose to help feed families out there and provide meals for them. What an honorable thing. What a good thing. And she's got trials and tribulations with that. People are giving less money. She has people that donated a few years ago. Now they're clients of hers because the world is changing. If you think that we're going to snap and we're going to come back to normal, you're kidding yourself. The world right now is changing. You need to change with it. And with setting these goals, you need to go out and set realistic goals. Write them down. Have a plan. But if you want to do a career change, that's easy. Go out and research it. My friend's daughter wants to be a surgical tech, and very smart young lady, and I thought, God, she'd be perfect for that. I spent so much time around doctors, she'd be great at it. So the first program that she got accepted to doesn't happen for over 2 months right now. So she's got to get by and earn some money during this time until that happens. And even when she starts taking this classes, she's got to have a side job, and she's got it all figured out now so that she can earn money and get through this difficult time. How cool is that? Okay, living her dream. And again, living in a small place, she's not driving the expensive car, she's just doing things to move her career forward. What do you want to do with your business? You know, do you need money? There's a tremendous amount of money. I'll cover that later on this week with how to raise money for your business. But goal set, have everybody that works for you, have everybody do 110%. Don't have anybody that works for you that's not giving for you what you give to them. Okay, so are you setting a good example? Are you being a good boss? Are you on vacation and barely there? Okay, well, if you are, what do you expect these people to be great at what they do? No, you're kidding yourself. I'm going to close this video out with this. Got a lot of resources in the video description below that I found on setting goals. My thing is very simple. It's action oriented, but you have to be involved in it. What do you want to do with your life? Do it, okay? And if you do that, write it down. If you reward yourself when you hit a milestone, if you understand that there's going to be failures, you know, I got people in my life that are sick, and I have to, all of a sudden my day changes on a moment's notice. Well, I have to forgive myself if I don't get something done on days like that. Now, again, I don't let this happen to where it takes up a week. It can take up a few hours, but I get back on track and I get things done for my clients, for the channel, for everything that I'm working on. And you should too. Good Housekeeping magazine did a list of 60 realistic resolutions. And I shared this in the video description below because I found that's pretty cool. It's a great list of things that people can do. And again, set yourself up. What do you want to do? Do you have the job you want? Yes or no? Do you live where you want to live? Yes or no? Are you in the relationship you want to be in? Yes or no? Do something about it. Oh my gosh, if I got divorced, it would be horrible. Yes, it would be. It's going to be awful. But you know what? When you wake up a couple years from now, you're going to be in a much better spot if you divorce that job, if you divorce those leechy friends, if you divorce the bad things in your life. Make good choices and good things will come to you. But again, write these things down, make it so you see it every day, and it will work out for you. I found something called SMART goals, which is an acronym. When you break down SMART, it's specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. Okay? If you think about that way, if you do your goals that way in life, you don't have to have a New Year's resolution. Again, this fails. People fail at New Year's resolutions all the time. But be successful, be success-oriented. And again, it's not money. It's about getting stuff done and living the life that you want to live. And 3 things I always tell my kids. You can do anything in this world, never give up on your dreams, and don't take any shit from anybody. And if you live that way, I'm telling you, you're going to be much happier. And like I said, I'm a student of everything right now, guys. Good luck to each and every one of you. I hope that this was remotely helpful. Onward and upward. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, hit the like button. I will see you guys very soon.